begin? I've been chairman of Trade, Commerce, and Entrepreneurship for 3 years. In those 3 years, we passed a number of important laws for the sector, starting with the Go Negosyo Act. Of course, to date, we have 253 negosyo centers up already. The 253rd, we started 2 days ago in San Pablo City, Laguna. Here, we have one in Cebu City. We have a negosyo center plus in UP Cebu province, as I think with the one in UP Cebu, 6 in Cebu province alone. And the idea is really 7 ako.
11 by the end of the year.
Oh, 11 by the end of the year, sabi ni PT. And the idea is really to bring those services to where the people are. So the subject matter of the Go Negosyo Act is to create these negosyo centers in all local government units. Of course, we're starting with the biggest chance of success for the first couple of years, and getting our feet wet, making sure that these are functioning centers where our entrepreneurs can really get the right type of support. The law was passed just in 2014, and the first negosyo center, which was in Cagayan de Oro, was launched November of 2014. So actually, it's been a really short time. But with the support of then Secretary Domingo and now Secretary Lopez, there's so much effort to really push these negosyo centers and make it relevant to our entrepreneurs. Now, as we were doing all of this work for the traditional SMEs, as Ma'am Nanette had said, we also started to work very closely with the tech startups. Because even though they are part of the SME world, they have unique needs, which we're trying to address as well. Earlier, at the Go Negosyo Mentor Me Innovation Summit in San Carlos, my seatmate was telling me, one difference between your traditional SMEs and your tech startups is the ability to scale at a fast rate because you'll need less capital to be able to scale. And that's true, which is why DTI, the DOST, and now the DICT, our office, the private sector, is putting a lot of effort to really support our tech startups because of that ability to scale at a faster rate than your traditional SMEs. And as they scale, hopefully they won't only bring in more income to the country, but they'll create more jobs. We'll create a better space for our startups to thrive and hopefully even get better investment for the country. I think no-brainer na yun. We all understand why it's important. It's not the future, it's the present. Our tech startups. We're not even talking about investing in the future. We're investing right now because that's where the world is at. Now, through the course of supporting our tech startups and our SMEs, we found that there really are a number of issues that we need to address. We filed a startup bill in the 16th Congress, and that original bill was actually just focused on tax. Simple lang po, no tax for 2 years. That didn't pass, unfortunately. There was a lot of opposition in terms of tax incentives in the previous administration. But it's good that it didn't pass at that time because from the 16th Congress to the 17th Congress, we were able to really work with a lot of startups to evolve the bill further. And earlier, we had a little session with Geeks on the Beach, and a lot of the members there contributed to the development of the startup bill. And now the startup bill isn't only about tax. It's about tax. It's about allowing our foreign friends who want to set up here specific types of visas and working arrangements. It's about government subsidizing working spaces, which we find soon in UP Cebu will be up once the power and water are ready. It's about subsidizing and supporting financially and in a regulatory manner all of these tech startups where we need to really invest and risk on. So the startup bill through the past year and a half has really evolved, and we're very, very hopeful that this will pass in the 17th Congress. Nakalagay po doon long term, pero siguro malagay natin sa medium term, hopefully sa medium term. And we can create, or we can help create the environment where our tech startups can thrive, can grow, maging mas madali po yung kanilang mga paglalakbay sa mundo ng pagnenegosyo. That's really the goal of the bill. Now, apart from that, we of course passed the Competition Act, which a lot of startups may not need right now, But once they get to a certain size and they're already competing in the market, they will definitely lead. Because the competition law creates a better playing field among your big traditional players and your startups. And in other countries, it's the startups who always have a problem working with traditional players or big players because they're always disrupting the system. That seems to be part of the DNA of a startup. You're disrupting the way business is done. No? So there are cases, of course, where the larger players or the traditional players resist the entry of startups, but some type of regulation is needed to referee that type of engagement. So we also passed the Competition Act. We're looking at passing a Small Business Tax Reform Act in the 17th Congress.